Hi guys, welcome to Hoops Junction. LeBron James was asked, how does he feel about super teams now? Now that he's been on a super team with Kevin Durant, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, and he was on a super team in Miami. LeBron James had an interesting answer to that question. He said, I don't believe I've ever played on a super team. I don't believe in that, etc., etc. So this was very weird to hear them say this, and it was very hypocritical due to the fact that LeBron, in Miami, you were on a super team. When that super team dwindled out, you went to Cleveland with Kyrie Irving, a rising young star, and then you forced a trade to get another star player from another team in Minnesota, Kevin Love, to form another super team. So LeBron James has played basically on two super teams. Now, a super team, everybody's like comparing it to Golden State. A super team, the real definition of super team is basically you have great stars in the NBA who are in the prime of their life, and you have three or more stars. Three or more. Like, the Celtics were like an old super team. They had Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett. But these guys weren't necessarily in their prime. They were still pretty good enough to play together, but they weren't doing, windmill dunks. Like, remember Kevin Garnett used to bang on everybody? He wasn't banging on anybody anymore. And Paul Pierce was still the true. He's an older version. Ray Allen wasn't the franchise player that he was. See what I'm saying? So what LeBron did, like in Miami, LeBron, prime. Wade, prime of his career. Chris Bosh in the prime of his career. That was a real super team. They monopolized the East and went to 4 straight finals. And then you have the Cleveland Cavaliers monopolize the East again. 3 straight finals. LeBron James, you were part of a super team twice. So the thing is, I think it was a mixture of him being salty, him not wanting to admit that he gave Kevin Durant inspiration for creating or going to a team and making a great team, a legendary team that went 73-9. A crazy super team. He didn't want to have any credit or have any hands in the pot and be responsible for that. He didn't want to hold any responsibility for that. He was salty that the way that he was trying to beat teams, he got beat by the same way. He got beat by guys that teamed up together, that recruited people, the same way he recruited Kevin Love, the same way that him and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh made a decision over the summer, which altered the East for 4 straight years. He didn't want to hold any responsibility in that. And that is that's what makes LeBron lose cool points with people. A lot of people will be like, oh, LeBron James had a triple-double. We've never seen the NBA Finals. People will say they'll be ready to give LeBron James a pass. They'll be ready to say he's a great player. I'm not gonna ever take anything away from him. And then he just makes statements like this. He just says weird things like this. Like when a couple years ago when they were down in the final 3-2, he's like, well, how are you gonna handle this? He's like, I'm the best player in the world. And it's just like, why do you make some of these statements? And I know it's in the heat of the moment and you're down or whatever, but sometimes you have to take the diplomatic route. You gotta take the high road. Same thing when he lost the finals in 2011 to Dallas. It's just like, he says these weird things. He's a guy that's never been in trouble, never did anything wrong, but you could kind of see where the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde come out where, like he said, you guys are going to have your horrible lives. I'm going to still have a great life, etc., etc. But this was like, come on, dude. You were never part of a super team. The guy asked that. The reporter did a great job asking him a legitimate question. He's saying that he's never been part of it. I don't believe in that. But the other day, after they win Game 4, he's like, if I'm a GM, I'm going to sign all the stars. Super teams are great for the NBA. Then they asked him, have you ever been part of it? He's like, no. So Miami was just a regular team. They weren't a super team. That's very funny to me. That's extremely funny. He was definitely being hypocritical there. He just didn't want to own up to it. And I can see why, because why would you want to own up to the fact that somebody whooped you the same way that you've been whooping on the East your entire, for the most of your career? You've been getting to the finals. You won championships by teaming up guys and calling guys and being the GM. Kevin Durant took LeBron James' move and he just took it to the extreme. Went to a loaded team already and said, "Here, LeBron, up the ante. I'm gonna up you one even better." And he just didn't want to admit it. We all know that LeBron was part of the super team twice, and he lost. So this is Vlad from Hoops Junction with Hoops Meet Supert. Peace.